Abby's View. I told you the story not so long ago about Laura being all excited one day with presents that she brought for us. Remember? She was excited, we were excited. It was all wonderful until she revealed what she had brought, and I, at least, was moderately disappointed. It turned out the bells were a marvelous addition to the home. Once we got used to them, we barely had to touch our noses to the bells. Neither Laura or Dan would come and open the door for us. I bring this all up again because I have come to realize that perhaps I didn't tell you why we got so excited in the first place. Ever since Belle and I were little tiny puppies, in fact, the very first day Laura and Dan brought us to the farm and we got inside, Laura was giving us presents. Laura had opened a bag and showered us with all kinds of chew toys and little beds and treats that we could have later. Like I said, that was our first day there, and we were so overwhelmed with all the events that had occurred that day that I think the memory remained a part of a big blur for quite some time. As we set about getting adjusted to life on Lorden Farms with our new humans, we began to get excited every time Laura came home and Dan would go out to help unload the groceries. Not a time went by that she didn't bring home something for us. Now, mind you, it wasn't always something big or flashy. It wasn't always a new booby. Boobies are what we call the stuffed animals Laura gets us. They're always fantastic company, and I've built up quite a collection. The presents varied, although we got a lot over the years. There was always something. Sometimes she would go to our bag first and give us whatever it might happen to be, and other times she would put away all the other groceries first and then perform the big reveal. That is why we were so excited the day she came home with the bells, and that is why I was just a little underwhelmed. As I stated, it turned out to be a wonderful gift as well. Perhaps there is a lesson in there somewhere. Something about looking a gift horse in the mouth or some such. As you know by now, I try my best not to pontificate. I am probably not qualified, and I am quite sure nobody wants to listen anyway. Sure, I think people like to listen to me tell tales of life here on the farm and all the wonderful adventures I have and all the friends I've made, but I don't think anyone wants to hear me lecture on how one ought to behave oneself. I leave that for others. In fact, I have a story coming up about one of the animals that stops by often to visit. She likes to tell us how we ought to live and what we ought to think and how we should go about our everyday lives and pretty much a step-by-step action plan. We all politely listen to her, but I am not sure how many of us follow her instructions. I am talking about none other than our itinerant proselytizer, Rachel the raccoon. She means well, I think. Everyone is very nice to her. I don't think we all think the way she does, but she is part of life here on the farm, just like everyone else.